So I'm here at the Duquesne Incline in Pittsburgh. The Duquesne Incline is an inclined railway located near the south side of Pittsburgh. It was designed by Samuel Diescher and completed in 1877. The track is about 800 feet long and it rises approximately 400 feet. According to Wikipedia, the track is at a 30-degree angle, which one can also work that out from the distance over height. It's supposed to be the oldest incline railway in the country that's still operating anyway. The incline was originally steam powered, but of course it's electric now. And it was built to carry cargo up and down the mountain here, which is called Mount Washington. But then it was converted over to carry passengers, especially people living in Mount Washington at the top of the hill there, who were tired of walking the footpaths up and down the hill. You have to remember that there was a lot of industry down along the river, and many residents probably had jobs down here. At that time, there were inclines being built all over Mount Washington. But as more roads were built, making it easier for people just to drive down, then they closed down most of those inclines. They actually closed this incline in 1962 because it needed major repairs and there were a few people using it. But local Duquesne Heights residents launched a fundraiser to keep the incline in business. And that was a big success, and in 1963 it reopened under the auspices of a nonprofit organization. At the top end of the incline in the neighborhood is a more modern parking lot. Down here by the river is a decidedly scrappier parking lot, and they do charge to park here. It's about $2 or $3 every hour. You can pay by the hour or whatever. It does take credit cards. They say it's patrolled and everything. I don't know if you just ran up and down the incline if you'd really have to bother paying or not. I did, just to be on the safe side. It's located immediately to the west of the two large yellow bridges that cross over the two rivers right by downtown Pittsburgh. And I thought it was a little confusing. The information on the Duquesne Incline website referred to the streets by one name, Google Maps referred to it by another, my road atlas referred to them by another name, so the place names seem to be a little scrambled or confusing. But if you look at the map where the two bridges cross right at the tip of downtown Pittsburgh, and then look at the south side of the river and look just west of the bridges, that's where Duquesne Incline is located, at least the bottom half of it. And of course it's right by the edge of the river, and you've got railroad tracks here. One of the big stadiums is right across the river. I believe there's another one just down that way. Or maybe it's the other direction. Certainly one close by, one side or the other. So not the nicest area. This could stand to get fixed up a bit, at least paved. but we're going to go on a ride here. And I should also point out that the incline is set up for people who actually are taking it to get to work. And I know there's people who come down here and then catch buses. There's a bus stop right over here. So there's regular commuters who use this every day. And it starts operating at 5:30 in the morning and runs till quite late. So opportunities to ride it are numerous. And they run it whenever there's somebody waiting at one end or the other. So there's no fixed schedule. It only takes a couple minutes to get from the top to the bottom. As I was saying, it only takes a couple of minutes to get from the top to the bottom, so there should be no waiting if you just show up at one end or the other of the incline and try to do anything right next to an operating railroad. If you just show up, then you should probably be able to get a ride almost instantly, and if you just have a few minutes, you can run up to the top and back, or from the top down to the bottom and back. It does cost $2.50 per person per direction, so a round trip costs $5. I'm sure that if you're a regular commuter, there's some sort of package deal that makes it less expensive, but that's not too bad. And at least in my experience, the booths at the top and the bottom are manned by actual ticket agents. And they said you can pay by cash or using the local city bus transportation cards. So it made it sound like they don't take credit cards. So I would come equipped with cash unless you live in the area and have a bus card. Anyway, let's go ride the incline.
Okay. Keep going.
So there is a parking lot up at the top of this Grandview walkway, but it's not clear to me here whether you have to pay to park here or if it's in any way restricted. And I should note that some websites say there are toilets at the bottom and the top, and there's a portalet at the top and at the bottom. I haven't checked this one out. The one at the bottom was a total disaster with no toilet paper and looked like it hadn't been cleaned or emptied in ages. So I wouldn't count on those. Oh, I think I'm coming with you guys.
Is this the car?
Oh, it's on the other side.
Oh, really? You're right. Yes, way back, way back.
You guys are all regulars, right? You're not cramming at the windows?
No. Thank you. Okay, thank you. 看你什么什么的出来。饮食。